Hello and welcome to the UnDateable Me Podcast. I am your host, the undateable Jimmy Lee Lard, the Sock Snob. And this is another episode of our weekly show that deals with the struggles of relationships and dating, but not just the problems. We are on a journey to find solutions, and we do that in a very entertaining way. And we are vulnerable with it. We cry over here. Yes, we do. I am back with none other than Holly DaBeamer. She is in the house with us. And in today's episode, we are talking about my horrible experiences with online dating. And we have a few questions for you. But if you want to be nosy, this is the episode for you. Let's go.
Just say to you, don't know what you're waiting for. Guess you think I'm playing with you. Ever since you walked out my door, I changed the locks on me. There ain't nobody getting I'm doing fine by myself, and I like it. I've been doing things by myself. You should try it. When we was together, how the did you have me gone? Now I'm by myself, and it feels good to be alone.
Come on.
Don't wanna be with you.
All right. So today, I'm talking about bad experiences and why I do some of the things I do relative to online dating. And that thing is research. Mm-hmm. Research. Because people can be whoever they want to be.
On that
online.
Internet. On Beyonce's internet.
On Beyonce's internet. I was trying to think of somebody else's internet. Who else's internet is it? On Kamala Harris's internet. On
Cardi B's internet.
Cardi B's internet, right? So you can put out the image that you want people to, what you want to have them perceive about you, right? And that does not always align with reality.
Right.
So we've talked about in some of our episodes, folks with those cameras with the angles, right? Mm-hmm. And folks who present themselves as this, and that. And turns out none of that stuff is true. And I've had some of those situations, and I do try to guard against it as best I can. And let me tell you something about me, Jimmy.
Tell us.
I'm a researcher first class. Always have been.
Not the first class researcher. Class.
I am going to if I'm interested in you, mm-hmm. if we have connected or matched in on some site or whatever, then I need to make sure that I'm not introducing into my life elements that I don't want in my life. Mm-hmm. I'm somebody's granddaddy. I'm, somebody's father. I have friends and family, and I don't want to bring Jeffrey Dahmer over here.
Speak on it.
First of all, Jeffrey Dahmer get his ass whooped over here fooling with me. But I want to make sure that that's taken care of. Now, your financial situation or whatever, unless you misrepresent yourself, I probably don't care about it. So, because I'm not looking for a relationship for that.
Right.
Right. So really, it's the other things that I want to check out. So I'm gonna bring you all into my business again. So funny things.
Scoot up, y'all.
Listen, there was an instance where I had matched with a person and we're talking, things are going well. I, of course, said, hey, this looks like this could be something. Let me do my research like I do. And I started, and I found his Facebook page, going through his Facebook page, and still he's presenting this image of a person that turns out wasn't quite him. But I'm a researcher first class. Let me tell you something about people. You can control the image you put out there. You can't always control what other people put out there.
About you.
So I'm going to look at your sister page.
Oh.
I'm going to look at your mama page. I sound crazy as hell. I'm joking,
No,
but I do look at these.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. I look at these things.
Especially if you don't know this person or you've never been
Yes.
around them, and it's not like you know this person from school or other people has hooked you up to give you that little 411,
Right.
like, oh, this person got this or did, they that way.
Yes. Well, let me tell you. So this person, I'm not at risk of accidentally saying his name because I don't remember it. But
Not only was they fit, they was
Right.
They was forgivable.
tell me why I find a video of him at a wedding the night before on his sister's page. Not on his page, but it was on his sister's page.
Who wedding was it?
It was some family member.
Oh, I was gonna say, was his wedding?
or whatever. Tell me why this dude got a whole ankle bracelet on. I was saying to myself, you're not even supposed to be out the house. Aren't you supposed to be at home? You know,
got some
aren't you
movement.
only, I should report you.
That's a report you.
Because you're only supposed to be released for work in school or whatever.
Probably going to the store or something.
Whole ankle bracelet. So I looked at that as, you know what, his dishonest because I forgot. So I asked about it or whatever. He didn't deny. He denied what it was for.
But you went and looked that shit up.
But I went and looked that shit up because guess what court records are?
Public.
Yeah. No, dude. Yeah. So that didn't work out. Another situation, again, you have to be a researcher first class in order to obtain some of this information. There's this guy, nice guy. I'm going to say he was like, this is recently, 45 years old, and I don't remember what he did, but it wasn't, anything memorable. It was just
we see.
It was, you said what?
We see, because you can't remember.
I don't remember. But I remember seeing his profile picture, and I said, oh, it's a nice looking guy. Oh, I have it. I think I have it. I'll find it for you. I was like, oh, okay, nice looking guy, because he had matched with me or he had liked my profile or whatever. So I was like, well, let me do a little digging first, though. Going through, looking at all his photos and all this stuff, right? And something dawned on me as I was scrolling. I mean, I was just scrolling. It's like, this man never smiles.
Oh.
He never, I was like, is it me or does he not have, there might be a little half smile.
Right.
But that was it. But I was like, and I honestly almost didn't go any further with it. It's just like, not everybody smiles.
Right. You didn't realize it.
But something said, press on.
Not the Lord
Get to
telling you to keep going.
Baby, listen, this was God in my back ear saying, look further.
Look at the tag photos.
So, and actually it was a video. And it was some family member's page, and it was a family member's wedding. And you know how they go around and bring the mic to different people. Well, they brought it to him, and he was wishing the bride and groom a happy life and all of this stuff. And then he smiled. This excuse me, we ain't gonna ever get a sponsorship. This man had no front teeth.
Oh, the front teeth?
No front teeth. And let me tell you something. At 45-ish, you should have that fixed or whatever, right? So I then start doing a little research because all I had seen was, pictures. So I started going a step further with this one. Well, I found this person had more than one Facebook page.
He was showing his non-teeth on this one.
This one, not only was he showing the non-teeth, this bastard tells how he got the non-teeth. He was in a fight. This is here in this city, by the way. Since I've been here, this is this year. He was in a fight this year and got his teeth knocked out. And I started putting two and two together. I said, you 45 years old. Who you fighting?
Not only that, bitch, get off the motherfucking dating internet and look up a dentist.
I know one. I know.
They need to be together. They need to be together.
I know I can send you a dentist or send you to one. But yeah, fighting. And I'm thinking to myself, 45 fighting. Is this the life I want? Is this what I want for myself and my
ghetto?
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind a hood dude.
Yeah.
In fact, it's very respectable, Hey, you about
appropriate
that
times.
Yes,
you got to defend me,
absolutely.
protect me.
I don't really need protecting, but I'll take it. And listen, let me tell you something about men. Ladies, I'm gonna help you out, and other folks looking for men, but particularly ladies, because this is the thing with heterosexual men. I'm finna up you on some game, right? Tell you how you get these niggas. I mean, these people. I can't say,
y'all.
I ain't gonna get no sponsorship, so I'm just gonna say what the hell I say. So let me tell you, you want to know something about a man that sometimes particularly independent women take for granted and they just don't see this. Men, heterosexual men, have a need to feel needed.
I believe that.
Men, I'm telling you without a doubt. I know what I know. See, first of all, most of my friends are straight. I observe everything. Men have this thing where they like to feel needed. Now, pair that with, I got my own, blah, blah, blah. I don't need nobody to do nothing for me.
Not me. I'm a needy ass bitch.
Right. But see, here's the thing. You have to learn how to, even if it's just in spurts. Baby, can you open this jar for me? Now you go open this fucking jar.
You just want to make him feel good.
Make him feel good about himself. He just did some manly shit.
Turn you on. Ooh.
God damn it, because if he didn't get this jar open, we wasn't gonna have no tuna.
Ain't no pickles.
Right. So make that man feel needed sometime.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Yes, you could have done it. Let me tell you something. My godmother, years ago, she was like, look, I'm not sitting here waiting on my husband to get off work to drill a hole in this wall so I can hang this painting. No, I bought a drill. I drilled the hole, and now the painting is up. I'm not about to sit around, whatever, right? But then she knew enough, though, to sometimes be like, well, I don't know what's going on with this drill. Can
you help me?
Right. Baby, he was all on top of it. He had got a smile on his face coming to these damn women always trying to do some stuff. Yeah, and I got a call on me. She looking at me like, this fool don't even know.
I know how to
right,
I just want you to do it.
So, but that's here and there. Neither here nor there. We were talking about doing research. Have you, I'm trying to think, your ass been married for a while now. You've been out the game for a little minute. So it's funny, a lot of my friends are of an age where they missed out on online dating. They're not dealing with the things that you all and I are dealing with. All of our married friends are out there, and they've been living their little comfortable lives. cuddled up in the bed with they man. We got to sit up here and be in the bed. We in the bed eating this shit.
We be eating too.
Okay, good. Good. All right, so I don't feel bad. You know, I first of all, I sleep like a statue, so I never move from my one little spot. So the other side of my bed, that's where my remotes and phone are held.
Your items go.
Right. So, but you all have been out of the game a little bit, so you don't understand what we have to go through with online dating and all of that. It's rough out here in these online streets. And my biggest issues are, how do I say this without sounding like a butthole? I wonder at what point did my standards drop so fucking low that I'm entertaining some of the folks that I actually even consider, right? Because I'm telling you, there's some folks, I'm looking at these pictures like, this bastard look like he'll be stealing medication and soap out my bathroom.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I have to take that extra step and go, Jimmy, do that research, like look up whatever, right? Now, unless it's something serious, I'm not going as far as doing like, you know how online they sell the reports about people and all of that stuff. First of all, I can find half of that stuff for free.
I paid to get some of that stuff before.
Well, you know, it is what it is. You know, you should have just called me. I probably could have got half of it for you because court records are public. So, but do you think it's healthy to research, or do you think it's healthy to cover your butt and do that type of research when you're that early in on a person?
Well, let's go back a little bit because one, I feel offended. I've had an ankle bracelet. I got missing teeth. I don't like. Let me just get this out there. But you know, I've changed my life. I've turned over a new leaf.
This person had an ankle bracelet the night before at a wedding.
Yeah, I'm not doing those thuggish, ruggish bones things anymore.
Yeah,
but I mean, don't take me there.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, but I don't portray myself as to never had these things. I think what online dating, people portray themselves one way when they really are another. What you see is what you get with me, and that's okay.
And I want you to be your 100% self.
Matter of fact, let me see your worst self first to see if I could be like, okay, that's not too bad.
Well, not first. I don't need to see that on the first date type shit.
The Carfax. If people came with Carfax, you know.
Oh, man.
Yes, I would love that.
Not the people facts.
Yeah, the people the people facts. Yes. Because I think that would help navigate just a little more because people are gonna put on when you first meet them. Oh,
but I think part of what the people facts is their social media, because even if they're not necessarily posting things that are disparaging about them, sometimes you get some hints as to sort of where you don't align and stuff like that. You know, because I've come across some stuff where, you know, a person is matched with me. I go to their page and I was like, Lord, all these Confederate flags and shit on here, you know. I'm like, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah. And even though I'm married, online dating, I don't think we called it online dating. I think that we had, I was never on Black Planet, but we had like Black Planet.
God damn, you took it back to Black Planet.
We had MySpace and
MySpace,
Facebook. People, I mean, we was on Facebook, but we wasn't like on Facebook like that. And then, but yeah, I think it is important to research the person.
Okay, good.
I mean, I wouldn't judge them off of the research that I find, because I think that if people was to perceive me of what I say on Facebook, I'd be saying some wild shit, and I don't want them to think that I'm that way.
So that said, would you then say that I, Jimmy Lee Lard, the Sock Snob, am doing too much when I'm checking these folks out?
No, because they should be honest, but you don't want to perceive them in a certain way too. You know, give them a chance. But if the motherfucker got a whole nother page where,
oh my God, I've seen people with more. Listen, you want to know, especially because for me specifically, we're talking about gay dating, right? So not only do you have your regular gay folks, you have a lot of folks who are curious a lot of folks who are down low, who are married. The number of folks where I have searched and found out this person is married and not just no damn separated or whatever. And first of all, I'm bold enough to ask, right? So I'll flat out ask, like, hey, what's the deal? Just checking, just want to get a sense. Not saying that this disqualified. I'll lie with that, whatever. But, so what's going on with you? Are you married? Are you single? Because you just never know or whatever. And people will say, well, yeah, I am married because I done already found out, first of all.
I want to see if you going to lie.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. So, or they love to run that, we separated. The one I love, we separated, but we still live in the same house just for the sake of the kids or whatever. I'm like, dude, I've been seeing my straight friends run that game on hoes for years,
yes.
Right? But anyway, so I think there's a cause or need to do research and dig deeper.
Yeah.
So am I expecting Mr. Perfect? No. I'm not.
No,
I don't
I
even
want you
want
to tell
Mr.
the fucking
Perfect.
truth.
Well, actually.
But I think straight people deal with that too.
Yeah.
Because you can go on my
absolutely.
inbox right now and this motherfucker in there and you go on their page. Bitch, you at your own baby shower a couple of hours ago. Why the fuck is you in my inbox? And I'm married.
Right.
And you in the fucking, this your baby shower.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But you get people that just don't care.
Right.
But I think I respect that a little more than a motherfucker just portraying to be something that they not.
I can't stand that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So like I said, I do my research, and I would say I would recommend you do the same. At least do something, even if it's just minimal, and just what you can, just to see, get a sense of what's about to walk into your life.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing, we've talked before about situationships that turn into things, right? Mm-hmm. That they never should have been. Worst thing is having that situation or person where you find out is, has this addiction or this situation or that situation going on. I'm not opposed to people. Everybody got problems and things like that. But I'm not about to inherit your child support payments.
Exactly.
Had that before too, but anyway.
Really?
No, I didn't. I mean, I had a person ask for quote unquote money because they were behind. Child support took everything. Fuck that. Excuse me. What's that have to do with me?
Not a damn thing. And we ain't together.
Hell no. And whatever.
And
so.
Kids.
She said, the lady with the kids said it, not me. My child is very much an adult, but so I'm going to refrain from saying what she just said. But,
when you take care of your kids, you can say, fuck them kids.
Okay.
Bitches just say, fuck them kids. Don't take care of them kids.
Yeah, but I don't think doing research is a bad thing. In fact, I think it's very important. If you're going to be out there in these streets with so much stuff going on, it's so dangerous out here. Anything could happen. So we want to make sure that we are protecting ourselves as best we can. I'm trying to think of.
You don't know if this person is a murderer or, like you said, a drug addict or beat on you or
you
just anything.
You can hide a drug addiction for at least a couple years if you do it right. You really can.
I think I would be able to see it just because of the environment that I grew up in.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, I agree with that. And I'm the same way, but I've seen there are people who I knew were drug addicts who were portraying something completely different. I can think of, I just thought of somebody else too. Go to work every day and all of that stuff. Functioning drug addicts. And let me tell you, what gives it away, or where they always break, they're fine for a couple months. Then them bitches disappear for about a week or two. Go on one of them binges and...
Where they at? Out there on that shit.
Right. Yep. They be the cleanest person in the world. All of a sudden they musty and all kind of you scratching and shit. So
like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it can happen. But yeah, I think, and you won't uncover everything with research. And like I said, people have become pretty good at, like I said, putting out the things that they want to be seen about them or whatever. So,
because you don't want to judge a person, you just kind of, it's
oh
the
my
whole
God,
thing.
no.
Because we're not judging you.
I'm trying to see how you fit into my life.
Exactly.
And what you're bringing into it.
And I want you to be honest.
Listen, same way we were talking about one time, if I'm going to be a whore, be the best whore you can be. Mm-hmm. Same thing with all those other issues. If you out here racking up charges or you out doing whatever, hey, do you and do it well.
Yes.
But that does not mean I'm welcoming that in my life. Yeah. Look, I got enough cousins and stuff that are out here doing bad things that I don't have to, have it in the house with me too. Right. Yeah. So that's just not for me.
Right.
And where I am in my life. Who knows? There might come a time. Remember when we used to have good crackheads? We don't have good crackheads anymore. They used to always have stuff for sale and all of that. But
go on the store, get you everything you need, selling link, just all type of good shit.
Now they ain't worth shit.
Not nothing. Bring the old crack back.
Right.
What Boosie say? We need the old crack back. Whatever y'all selling them, get rid of that shit.
Right. They out here functioning with this. But let me stop. It's horrible. All right.
But that kind of makes you think too that just what people are trying to portray to you, that goes back to the insecurity and the things that they have going on in their life. Like, are you ready to?
Or even, remember we talked about Nick Cannon, and I have that. Remember when we talked about him and he was talking about how I'm a man and we pray and we manipulate. So here,
took that motherfucking mask off.
Have I been manipulative and preying on certain things because I'm a man?
Right. But not all men do that. We don't want to blanket all men.
And
all
I will
men
take it.
do not pray and manipulate. Not all men.
First of all humans pray and manipulate, but in a man in a relationship,
not in a praying way.
If I see that I can say, okay, I feel like I need this and this person has this, I'm going to do and say whatever I need to do to get this.
But Nick.
Yeah.
Just hearing it just make me feel and she ate his motherfucking ass.
Well, but I was just...
in the nicest way. Him and was Cam Newton.
Yes, that was the other one, right? I only saw a piece of that, Cheyenne Bryant. What we're talking about is that, and what we just played, by the way, was Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was on Nick Cannon's Council Culture show, and that was a part of a conversation they had. And in this case, he was talking about men being manipulative and saying or doing whatever they need to do in order to get the things that they wanted or that type of thing. So, but those are some of the things that give me those trust issues that make me go, let me see. Oh, I do remember one other situation. It was a guy, but we never really got past the hi, hello phase because I started doing some research. And I go on his page and he got all kind of stuff about how he's about to, and I think this was another one that had more than one page, but how he about to come up and he about to take these N-words for all they got or whatever. Like he just got the best pussy in the world out here. Dog. So, but that didn't go anywhere. But I mean, literally, he had post after post video and all this stuff. I'm like, it won't be me.
Right.
So,
do you think that's why people kind of convert back to the people they used to fuck with, or stay kind of like in a comfortability of going back to the same person that they?
No, I think that's a different thing. I think that we go back to exes or whatever. There is a thing, and I don't know what it is in psychology, but there is a thing in our human memories that cause us to forget specific instances, so to speak, and it's always the bad stuff. The same dude that used to knock you upside your head, you in general remember that, right? But what you remember more are the good feelings. I remember, you happen to
need
be
some of that,
walking
'cause I
past and
remember
you
all
come
the
across
bullshit.
a photo album, or you're flipping through your phone and you come across an open. Oh, that was when we had went to Great America and we had on our Nike shirts together, and he had bought me some Air Force Ones and all this stuff, right? You know what? I'm going to call Big Head, see hey, Big Head, how you
Right.
doing? Whatever, right? And fall into this trap. No. You don't remember, talk about Big Head, you don't remember when he slapped the shit out of you at your family reunion?
I remember.
Right, because guess what? Your whole family remember.
Them the motherfuckers your friends, them motherfuckers
Right.
remember in a minute. And that's why people be embarrassed, or they be like, but see, that goes back to like the online dating thing. That's why you have to do your research, because you don't know this motherfucker from a can of paint.
Yeah, and there's so much more information available to us too. And the ability to access court documents, jail records, and things like that.
I'm glad I'm married, because I've never been in. People was doing research on me like that. They'd be like, I ain't fucking with this bitch.
Well, hey, we all, and then also too, I think it's all about awareness, right?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that that's a hard no for me. That's a hard pass
Yeah.
just because somebody has A, B, or C in their past.
Right.
Now, there's some things in there that I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work. Whatever. But for the most part, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a hard pass. But sometimes it's just like, oh, you didn't think to tell me this? Not saying that everybody should come into some first date situation. Well, you know what? When I was, about 3 years ago, I had snatched this girl wig off, and we had gotten into a fight. I broke her legs and stuff, whatever, Most people aren't going to come on your first date and tell you about the drug habit they just kicked 3 months ago and stuff like that,
Yeah.
But when opportunity has come for those things to come up and they failed to do it and you found it, you'd be like, what?
But whose fault is that?
And then,
is that our fault?
Yeah.
Or is that person's fault?
And
because
then
are we
in the
dating
case
correctly?
of some of these online things, we don't have enough foundation yet in order to weather some of the stuff that's in your past that I came across.
You know, explain it to me.
Right, because I may not, in some of those instances, it may be a hard pass, or at least a semi-hard pass. Semi-hard. All right. So it may be a hard pass because I don't know enough good things about you to balance off that, right?
Yeah.
You could have, like you were saying, oh, if you looked up my old stuff, whatever, I could look at that if we're doing this in an initial phase where we just got started. We are just trying to build something. We haven't even gotten to the point where we're having conversations and all of that stuff. I've seen your profile. We connected. I was like, oh, let me see what else let me see if I can find this person page, whatever, And then I start seeing stuff that might make me go, yeah, she a little iffy, right?
Yeah.
Wait, let me rephrase that. He a little iffy because I ain't out here trying to fool with these vajayjays. So, but, so that could end up being, but again, that's not me having gotten to know you. And
so this is before like first
right.
date or
this
something
is,
like
yeah.
that.
So some of those things could possibly. So yeah, there may be some missed opportunities there, but hey, I'd rather have a couple missed opportunities than to be in Jeffrey Dahmer's freezer.
Exactly.
Did he put him in the freezer? I never watched that
did.
series. Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to remember from when it all happened or whatever. But yeah, so I don't want to end up in pieces.
And I think this is
I look
important.
best in one piece.
In a one piece and one piece.
I can't say that I look all that
Yeah,
good
you do.
until I unbig this back, but
Well,
So yeah.
but yeah, I think that maybe we should go into it like that. We should go in doing the research.
Yeah.
We should go in asking these questions, because I definitely want to raise my kids like that. Have you ever put your hands on a woman?
Ooh.
Have you what do you do when you get angry?
Ooh.
You get upset. How do you
Let me
handle
tell
the
you, yes.
situation? You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't have this today, what would you do tomorrow?
Yeah, because imagine, by the way, you've been with somebody or been getting to know somebody or whatever, and you see them blow up for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell did I just see?
Yeah.
Did she just turn these fucking tables over in here? You know?
Right. Because there's nothing wrong. I don't think there's nothing wrong with getting angry. I think it's the response of what you do afterwards that make me be like, oh yeah, I can't fuck with you.
Is it bad that I am so even-tempered that this is me happy, this is me sad, I mean, worst thing in the world just happened, this is me angry? It don't change much. My range
you are,
is...
right?
What?
Yeah, you are. Is that what it's called? Like you said even-tempered, right?
Yeah.
You that is definitely you.
Yeah. It don't change much from this. Most people cannot find an instance in their life where Jimmy, he snapped, like whatever. They are few and far between, and it's just not how I move. I'm just more, like I said, even-tempered, so.
It take me. I'm a whole different person.
Now, please understand when I say this. Let me be very clear. I can read a hoe till her eyeballs pop out her head. I can read you from toenail to lace front.
Read you down.
Right? I tried to use my powers for good. Because there was a time when in high school and whatever, I felt bad after high school. I was talking to somebody and they were like, I had another friend, and they were like, y'all were kind of ruthless. I'm like, no, we weren't. They were like, yeah, I would go home and cry sometimes. And I was like, what? And then,
not you hit them with the what?
Right. And then another time, somebody was like, y'all were bogus. And I'm like, what do you mean? No, we won't. First of all, we were funny, and everybody got a kick out of, some of the things we would say. But she was like, you don't remember that time you told that girl she looked like a sheet cake? And what the fuck? I said, wait a minute, what? They were like, yeah, she was a big girl. She had on a white dress, and you told her she looked like a sheet cake.
Oh, my
and
God.
I said, no, I didn't. They're like, yes, the fuck you did.
You forgot about that, huh?
Since then, the reason I was like, damn, I used to hold back on them hoes.
Just imagine if I was to let loose.
But let me tell you, when somebody says something slick to me, I do have to pause a little because I have to literally consciously dismiss like the first three things that come to my head. I was like, this bitch will be in here crying. So I have to eliminate those things. And
those will take it too far.
Yeah, and I can, but I never do. I never do. So at least I have enough self-control to be able to do that. So,
oh, wow.
Well, anyway, I think the verdict is, according to Holly, as you guys have heard, it is okay to do research on people. You need to get to the bottom of why that person has not smiled in a picture in 4 years. You need to understand that there's some things out here. Everybody's not honest and forthcoming with all of the things that are going on with them. So we just want to make sure that we do our due diligence and make sure that we are protecting ourselves, our families,
our mental stability.
Hello. Right. So I want to thank you all for tuning in to yet another episode of the UnDateable Me Podcast. Continue to check us out. Make sure you subscribe. And thank you, Holly, for joining us one more time. I really do appreciate it. And we are going to head on out of here. So you all have a great day.
I've been doing things by myself. You should try it. When it was it's gonna be. Hold up.